Hi, I'm Larry Allen, the founder of the Natural Health Clinic, and welcome to this edition of our video broadcast. Now, many times when I'm working with clients, they will say, hey, when we're talking about diet, they'll say, hey, what about the health benefits of soy? And when I look at them like this, they say, oh, wait a minute, is soy good or bad for you? Well, I'm going to clear up that question right after this, so stay tuned. Welcome back. So, is soy good or bad? Well, the simple answer is it's usually bad. And if you consider usually 99% of the time, it's definitely usually bad. So why is that? Well, let's first go back to why, at least in the United States, soy started being looked at as a superfood. So for a time, soy was considered a superfood. And where did that come from? It actually started happening after World War II because of the American GI's involvement in Okinawa, Japan. That was one of the main dishes in Okinawa, was soy. Now, the type of soy that was being consumed there is much, much different than the soy that is being consumed and was being consumed in the United States. So the soy that is being consumed within the United States, one of the first problems with it is that it contains very high levels of what are called phytoestrogens. Now, phytoestrogen, that means, the phyto means plant-based. So it's a plant-based estrogen. And you may know that estrogen is one of the most powerful female hormones. So if you have any type of female health issue, female reproductive health issue, such as issues with, let's say, cramping, menstrual cycles, dysmenorrhea, or PCOS, different forms of female reproductive cancers, breast cancer, then more estrogen, regardless if it's plant-based or not, is not something that you want more of within your body and within your diet. And the same thing also applies to men. Men obviously do not need more estrogen within their body. It's going to create havoc within their physiological system as well. So that's one of the main reasons that it is best, at least 99% of the time, to stay away from soy. Now, another major issue with soy now is that at least 99% of it is genetically modified. And you may already know that one of the main issues with genetic modification of different foods is that that genetic modification tends to destroy beneficial bacteria within the gut, within the microbiome, which eventually leads to further health issues. So when you couple those two problems together, it is definitely best to stay away from the common types of soy that we find within this country. So what do I mean by that? Well, obviously soy, straight up soy. It would also include soy proteins, soy milk, edamame, all these different kinds of things it is best to stay away from. Now, the type of soy that can be beneficial, it can have very good health effects in the cardiovascular system. It has actually been shown to have good health effects also within the hormonal system of both males and females. And that is an organic fermented soy product. And this is actually the type of soy that was eaten and is still eaten in Okinawa and other parts of Asia, including China. So fermentation is very much like yogurt or pickles or kefir, those types of things, sauerkraut, those are fermented foods. And so fermented soy also carries many of the same benefits. A common type of fermented soy, in fact it's the specific type of soy that was consumed in Okinawa, is called natto. You may know it. In the past, nattokinase was very, very popular in a form of supplementation to help with cardiovascular function, lower cholesterol, even help with blood thinning and so forth. It had very beneficial effects to the cardiovascular system. So that type of soy is very good, again, if it's organic, because that means also that it's not genetically modified, and then the soy has to be fermented. Now, there's actually all types of fermentation, just like there's all types of different cheeses. there's also all different types of fermented soy as well. And it has different flavors and it has different odors. Some fermented soy can really not smell well at all. In fact, you may, if you like it and you open up the fermented soy jar, it may push the rest of your family members out of the home. It can really have a strong odor. So instead of soy, because so much of the soy is just junk, it's just garbage, consume things like chia seeds or flax seeds. Those can be very good depending on what your particular health situation is. Those are things, though, that tend to be much better than soy in general. So if you found this video helpful, I ask that you please like the video, share it with your friends, help us reach more individuals. It's getting more and more difficult to get this information out there because all of these different social platforms, frankly, they're just making it more difficult. So we really appreciate your help. Like it, share it, and we can get the word out and help other people become more and more healthy, because in this day and time, what really is more important than being as healthy as you possibly can. So thanks very much. Actually, just before I conclude, let me make sure that there are no questions. And, already 2 comments.
Thanks very much.
Let's get this down. Okay, hello there, Martha. You can't hear me? Okay. Hopefully you can hear me. You should be able to hear me. Check your sound. So anyway, if you have any questions watching this later on, hit me in the comments section, and as I get notified, I will answer them for you. So that's it for this afternoon. Again, if you found this information helpful, please like it, please share it, and that will help other people as well. Thank you very much for watching.